Recently, our roads have been dubbed as killer roads because of the many accidents that led to the death of several people. In General Santos City, the LGU has decided to implement RA 4136, specifically Section 455, that sets the maximum allowable speed for certain roads. Netizens have been quite divided on this step taken by our LGU in General Santos. Now, I will be reading some of the reactions from netizens. Hello everyone, this is Ayel and I'm living in the South. In General Santos City, the LGU has decided to implement RA 4136, specifically Section 455, that sets the maximum allowable speed for certain roads. So 60 kilometers per hour for national roads, 30 kilometers per hour for city roads, and 20 kilometers per hour in school zones. Now, netizens have been quite divided on this step taken by our LGU in General Santos. Now, I will be reading some of the reactions from netizens, and I will try to give my reaction also to this opinion. Okay, let's start with GenSan Boy on Twitter posted, "This planned speed limit in GenSan is absurd. Whoever thought of it is not in his right mind. The city is going to the dogs in terms of traffic management." Alright, so this is a disagreement to the action of the LGU, but he also did not present what would be a better solution. But he thinks that implementing a speed limit is not the answer to the problem. We have here another, Ernie by Cruz. "Has always been the culture in any governance. Leaders react when more accidents, injuries, and deaths occur prior to enforcing strictly the laws of the land. So obvious to see them working with one eye. Salamat at tatauhan din. Kailangan ba na may sakuna muna bago kayo kikilos o marahil nag-play safe lang dahil malapit ang midterm election?" So, this guy here thinks that this action of the local government is somehow politically motivated because, yeah, it's the midterm elections is just around the corner. Alright. So he doesn't think that this is a sincere action by the government to solve the problem. Yan. Another one here, we have J. Vigs Vigapria. "Yung bawal ang plastic nga, hindi na-implement ng maayos." Tapos ito pa. So this guy here, I think, is doubting the capacity of the local government to properly impose whatever the executive order mandates. Okay, so I think, sometimes we actually have a lot of legislations already in place. I think the problem is right. I think Jay here is right because the problem sometimes or most of the time lies on the implementation. We actually already have a lot of legislations on speed limits. Okay, there's already a law about the use of helmet, the use of seat belts. We also have the anti-drug and drunk driving and anti-distracted driving laws. So why do we still continue to see a lot of deaths on our roads? Okay, so that's probably the answer. The implementation, we already have the laws. It's the implementation that lacks something. Next, we have here at Briley Ivan. So seriously, 20 kilometers per hour speed directs GenSan? Bibo ba sa solution sa LGU GenSan? So again, this guy doesn't agree with limiting the speed. and he only mentioned the 20 kilometers per hour speed limit. But again, the 20 kilometers per hour speed limit is only in school zones. Alright, so we have another. Vine Guzon, Albania. Speed limit sa city, 30 kilometers per hour. Ha ha ha. Basig maabot ng 15 kilometers per hour sa sobra ka-traffic sa kadaghan sa taxikel diri sa GenSan. Kolorom unta, unang gipangwala. Okay, so I think this actually talks about a different problem. This doesn't talk about the number of deaths because of accidents. So it's correct that the speed limit in city streets would be 30 kilometers per hour. But then again, he said that he's putting the blame on the tricycle. I think the tricycles in GenSan are another topic for another vlog. Alright, so I think he said that there are these Coloro tricycle drivers, which is for him the cause of the problem. Yeah, in fact, there are also tricycles. I am also driving, and I have actually encountered a lot of tricycles who don't obey traffic rules. They don't respect pedestrian lanes, they don't respect traffic lights, and they don't have signal lights. They occupy the fast lane, and when they see a potential passenger, they would just swerve without signaling, to other drivers that they are going to swerve or they're going to change lanes. And that could be another cause of accidents. Okay, and we have here Junjun at Romel 07214016. Kung may speed limit ang GenSan, dapat Marbel man. I think this is from Marbel. So I think this guy here believes that implementing a speed limit is good, and he wants the same for Marbel. We will see. I think GenSan is not the first LGU to implement a speed limit. The neighboring towns of Pulumulok, Tupi, and Tantangan in South Cotabato have actually started years ago implementing the speed limit. Also because they wanted to minimize the road accidents. But I tried also to search online to check if the implementation of speed limit has been effective, but I couldn't find any. I hope somebody will study, and check if the speed limit actually has an impact on the number of accidents occurring on our streets. Because some people are actually thinking that it's not the speed limit per se, but it's the discipline of our drivers. Next, we have here Kenneth Sangkay at Kenneth Vincent, also on Twitter. Now he said, "What? This is not the answer. Some drivers really need to undergo disciplinary action." Yeah, that's what I've just said. Ilan pa ba ang dapat mamatay in order for the LGU to realize na itong ibang mga balahurang drivers ang problema? Yeah, it could be the drivers. Yeah, I've really seen a lot of undisciplined drivers. I really wonder how they were able to get their license. How were they able to pass the exam, if they ever took the exam for a driver's license, if they don't understand traffic rules? Or maybe they understand the traffic rules, they just decided to ignore those traffic rules. Alright, and we have here another one. Kirk Angeles at yahoo.com. Killing highway of GenSan, time to implement speed limit. He actually shared a news reporting the 5 people killed in a van tricycle crash in GenSan. So this guy agrees that implementing a speed limit could be helpful. And we have here another one at Miss Teen Apple. Then kanina mga around 7 or 8 p.m. pauwi na kami ng GenSan. Nasa Tupi na rin kami nung may nangyari na naman na aksidente, yung truck at motor na naman. Di gaano kalala yung aksidente kasi naka-speed limit. Buti na lang at buhay pa yung driver ng motor. So I think this is a recognition of the impact of implementing the speed limit. This is somewhere in Tupi. So she said that the accident was not that worse because the vehicles were trying to follow the speed limit. it could have resulted differently should the vehicles disregarded the speed limit. So she thinks that because of the speed limit, the driver was saved. Well, and we also have here, matagal na to, this was posted March last year. So she said, mahadlok jud ko magmotors highway between GenSan and Pulumulok every 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. kay daghang sakyanan o kusog kaayo managan wa jay uso speed limit. So I think as early as March last year, there were already, a call for implementing a speed limit, especially in the highway, where most of the accidents actually took place. And we have here another one. I think this is our last opinion. This is from Kaloy at Labradugi on Twitter. Generals, huwag tayo masyadong atat. The problem on transportation needs a miracle work para matapos agad-agad. Yes, the LGU were too late and neglectful for the past years, kaya umabot sa ganito ang problema. But it's good to know that they are slowly doing things to act upon the problem. So I think this is kind of a positive view of what's happening. Yeah, he recognizes that the problem is already grave, and that it requires a miracle for these problems to finally be solved. And he thinks that this step taken by the LGU to implement a speed limit is a good start. And I think a lot of people would also think like that, or think that way. Now, I think we have listened already to the voice of the netizens, and I agree to some of them, I also disagree with some of them. But the bottom line is, all of us are actually clamoring for solutions to our problem. So the speed limit is only answering one of those problems, and that is the number of accidents happening because, the non-implementation of the speed limit. Now, with the strict implementation of speed limit, the local government hopes that we could lessen the number of accidents happening on our roads. But the traffic problem in General Santos City and the problem with colorum drivers and undisciplined drivers is also another problem that needs a solution, and the solution has to be given, or these problems have to be addressed sooner before they become worse. Once again, this is Ayel, and I'm living in the South. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to get updated about the latest events here in Soxergen.